welcome to sunny roundabout Morthal, how much, somewhere like that. Anyway, on the map we went back because we were going to go to Labyrinthian, but we had to stop off at Morthal on the way, and of course there I couldn't resist but to buy myself a nice plot of land in Hjalmarch Hold. I've since dumped Ilya. I've dumped her off at Windhelm, I think, and because I wanted to pick up this guy who I get as my housecarl. Now I basically helped Morthal's people because I killed off Morvarth, the big vampire guy. And all of this, of course, this is all part of the Hearthfire mod. We've walked all the way here from Morthal because it's actually quite useful. You pick up loads of death bells. You pick up, if you look through my ingredients list, I don't know if you'll be too interested in that, but there's an opportunity to take a few butterflies with the restore health fortified barter, which is quite good. The Canis root, which is really good for fighting, fortify marksman and fortify one-handed and paralysis as well. And you get loads of death bells which have an excellent damage health and slow function. So damage health plus slow, basically you can mix the death bell with some salt, which you can get anywhere, any innkeeper or in random barrels as well, and you can mix it with any damage health ingredient and you have a potent slow plus damage health. Slow basically slows them down by 50%, which basically puts them on a standstill so you can just walk away from them. There's also quite a lot of giant lichens which are fairly good because they've got the either restore magical or ravage health, which basically it knocks down their maximum health, so even if they recharge it limits how much they can recharge by. So you can gather up quite a lot of decent things, and of course there's loads of mud crabs and spiders and a couple of choruses. For some reason these Droog suddenly just appeared as I came down here, these dead Droog. Because we're not too far away from Ustengrav, I suppose. That makes sense. What are they doing above ground though? But yeah, we are going to do a bit of Hearthfiring. It's not a very safe location, as you can see. Oh, I don't know, this altar of water is just a snowy altar. Wreck of the Brian Hammers where we rescued Vilya quite a long time ago. And we're not too far away from the abandoned shack. This area though is great for gathering ingredients. Let's use the drafting table though. We're going to make everything. Buy lumber for building your house. Okay, I'll create the small house. Okay. And use the carpenter's workbench to build the foundation of your house. So I've done my plan. This is a great plan. Makes sense. This looks like a carpenter's workbench. Now there's a beginner's guide to homesteading. What does it say? We'll have to read the books, it's quite useful. So, you've always dreamed of building your own home. Where to start? So before long you'll be gazing across your well-tended lands from the porch of your own manor house. Need two vital pieces of equipment, the drafting table and the carpenter's workbench, which we bought from the Thane's steward for 5,000 gold basically. Your drafting table is where you'll lay out the plans for each stage of your house. Don't worry about making a mistake, you can always change your mind, and making a new plan costs you nothing. So that's cool. Making a new plan costs you nothing. The only thing we could make was that small house. Your carpenter's workbench is where we do actual construction. Once you've settled on the plan at the drafting table, you can start building your house at the carpenter's workbench. Don't try building the roof without building the supports first. Makes sense? Space for family. If you have a spouse or children, you want to get the house in a livable state as soon as possible. Your loving spouse will no doubt make do with nothing more than a roof overhead and a bed to sleep in. But what about the children? Don't worry, all they need is a bed, a chest or a dresser to store their treasures. So all they need is a bed, a chest and a dresser, and they'll be content. Building materials, you need a lot of supplies. Unless you're in a hurry, you can just build it in stages as materials become available. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. You'll enjoy watching your home progress from dream to reality. The most common materials you need are sawn logs, cut stone and clay. Luckily, they are plentiful in Skyrim. Most building sites will have one accessible source of clay and stone. Sawn lumber, any lumber mill owner will glad to sell and deliver as much as you need. You need a lot of nails. Fortunately, even a novice blacksmith will soon find themselves turning iron into nails with ease. Once you furnish your complete house, you'll need straw, glass from general stores, and then you can hire a steward. And they can hire a carriage driver and buying a cow. And the rest of the guide is for what you want. Before you get too ambitious, build this tidy cottage. Perfect starter home. It's as much as Breeze Home, that 5,000 gold. Well, actually more than Breeze Home. Then you get a main hall, attach it, and then you can add lots of wings. So you can only build 3 of them, and that is the west wing, which is bedrooms, a greenhouse, or an enchanter's tower. North wing we have a storage room, a trophy room, or an alchemy laboratory. They all look quite cool. East wing is armory, kitchen. So you don't have a kitchen, okay. Kitchen or a library tower. That's quite cool looking as well. So, library for storing books. So you get an option of 3 wings. I'm going to build myself a little. I don't know if I've got any sawn logs there. That's the problem. Requires 20, and I'll need quarried stone. I shall need stone, and I think quite handily there's stone in here. Yeah, so there's stone in here, in this chest. Doesn't look like much, only £20 worth of it. But I can start building the foundation away. Excellent, and this requires 10 nails. What are you doing? How are you oh, you're bashing on a hammer. Okay, very good. So that's very quickly done. I like the Draugr decoration. That is the coolest thing. I guess this is just for firewood. You can't actually make sawn logs here. And of course you can make nails here. Okay, so we just need to gather up a few of these iron ingots. There's a couple of iron ore deposits around. Can we make nails here? We should be able to make nails. Our building materials, that makes sense. Nails, let's make 10 of those. That's enough to carry on and make the wall framing. The walls need 8 nails and 4 clay. But let's see. Okay, that makes sense. So that you just stick a couple of logs in the ground over the foundation. But this cementing's really good. So we make ourselves a few more nails. I'm talking to you quickly. Bang, bang, bang. And we need, what was it, clay, I think. And only £10 of clay, so that must be stretched pretty thin. Yep, actually I only need £4 of clay, so you need hardly anything. 2 sawn logs, 8 nails and 4 clay to build it. Ta-da! Look at that. Now that's coming on nicely. That is nice. This is clay, isn't it? This looks like clay deposits. And now we need a roof, of course. So the roof framing is just 6 sawn logs, so that's quite a substantial amount of logs. So now we have a roof frame. I'm going to make a few more. Hey, Janessa, I need that. I need that. I know we are all working. But we just need a few more nails. I mean, this house sounds as if it'll be really flimsy. So just 1 sawn log, and 10 nails to build a roof. Wow, and we even carved those little dragon heads in there. Now, isn't that nice? That is nice. Of course, all this floor isn't particularly great. It's not bad. It's shaped quite nicely, but I guess when it rains it won't look too good. Anyway, we need some more quarried stone. I think we only need 4 quarried stone, so somehow we just split that up and make it into a nice looking floor. Wow, that was quick. And that floor looks good. That floor looks good. Now we need to make a door, and the door is difficult to make. We need iron fittings, hinges, and we need some corundum to make the lock. Is that right? Yeah, we need corundum to make the lock. Do we have any in here? Oh, we've got 1. So we've got all this equipment here for us to basically make our starter home. What the? Lock. 1 iron ingot. So let's make that door. And so we could make an animal pen or a garden. Let's make both of those. Let's make a garden and an animal pen. Oh, fish hatchery, so tempting. But that's the home. That is the home. I mean, this looks like it's made out of straw, but this garden looks quite cool. We could activate this. What do we could make? Oh, we could make mushrooms. I don't really want to make mushrooms, they're not very useful. Death bell are really useful. Let's use one of these. Let's give a gift of some death bell. Ta-da! Ooh. What else can we make? What else is nice? Nightshade. Oh, that's quite good. Snowberries are quite cool. I like snowberries. I like wheat as well. Let's go for the wheat. And 1 more wheat. Shame you can't plant nernry, because that would be useful. These are gonna grow up to be nice little plants. But before we go too overboard with the planting, because I think I'll make a greenhouse. Oh, actually, well, I would guess that all this, of course, is going to turn into our big wing, and we're going to end up having a greenhouse that looks over here. We won't bother with the bedrooms, shall we? I know it's tempting to have the bedrooms, but that looks good. That definitely looks good. With this is a chicken pen, I take it. Let's get in here. Winstead Manor. I guess we have to do a bit of interior decorating as well. It's the workbench. Can we make you a steward now? Look, you can just live here.
Let's get going.
I need a steward. You can live in this
I'd
hole.
be honored to be your steward. You've built a fine steading here.
Okay. I'd like you to make some improvements.
What did you have in mind?
Oh. Let's just pack this place full of people. Let's stick a bard in here.
It would be pleasant to have some music in the house. I'll make some inquiries about retaining the services of a bard.
Yep, good idea.
Certainly. What did you have in mind? Ah, unfortunately, I'm afraid you're a bit short of funds at the moment.
I am, but I want a bard here. Look, this is what I want. Nothing, a house. This is what you're steward of. This hole. This hovel. Hey, where are you going? Oh, what can we make? Furniture. Oh, that's too good for him. I want to make something I want a bedroll on the floor, and that's it. Just imagine this. This is the kind of place, you know, you think is a great place to sleep on a New Year's Eve party, and then you end up sleeping on the floor in a freezing cold place. At least you've got a roof over your head, but honestly, you're much better off sleeping in a train station or on a park bench somewhere. But that's our awesome homestead. We'll upgrade that, but we won't bore people. Why are you working on clay? It seems like you even want to make this place better. This is obviously our stone quarry right over here. It would make sense if it's a stone quarry. Right, no? Must be. Yeah, here it is. This very suspicious looking area. So we could mine our stone there, and we can mine our clay. And we get one log pile. I don't know what... You can click on this. I guess you just ask them for more. Ask your steward to go and buy some more. Yeah, but this is quite neat. We won't waste any more time because we want to get on. Oh, and you get an automatic tanning rack as well. And automatic. I like these Droog. These are especially cool. I mean, what on earth are they doing here? I wonder if I can. Let's sit them down somewhere. Come with me. No, they won't move very far. I wanna put them in my farm. Maybe they'll decompose. Anyhow, we'll pause there because we want to get on with Labyrinthian, and I'll see you next time.